Welder, 30th week, part 2. Post heating. Post heating means that the part is heated immediately after welding. The reasons for post heating are to prevent hard and brittle spots from forming in the weldment. The important aspects to be considered while post heating are the rate of heating, temperature to which the part is to be post heated, holding time in the furnace, the rate of cooling. Post heating of carbon steels depends on the thickness of the base metal and its carbon content as shown in figure 5. Post heating retards the rate of cooling of a welded joint. For plain carbon steels, the joint is heated from 100 degrees Celsius to 300 degrees Celsius for general post heating. This treatment will reduce the cracking tendency of carbon steel and cast iron. If they are not post heated, cracks may develop. Also, the welding heat can develop hardness and brittleness in some areas of the joint. In addition, the grains of the base metal in the heat affected zone and fusion zone will grow in size, which will change the property of the welded joint. In the case of joints which are not free to expand, that is restrained joints, and in joints in which there is a stress already present before welding, the residual stresses will be more after cooling of the joint. To avoid the above problems, a welded job is usually either normalized or annealed or stress relieved. Pre-heat treatment and post-weld heat treatment. Heat treatments. Heat treatments are used to obtain certain desired properties. Essentially, heat treating metals consist of heating and cooling it after it has reached a solid state. Normalizing. Normalizing is very similar to annealing except that the steel is held above the critical temperature very briefly and the cooling takes place in air at normal temperature. Annealing. Annealing involves heating metal to a temperature above the critical point of and allowing it to cool slowly. The purpose of annealing may be accomplished one or more of the following: to soften the metal, example to improve machinability, to relieve internal residual stresses, to refine the grains, to improve ductility. Hardening. Hardening increases the strength of the pieces after they are fabricated. It is accomplished by heating the steel to a temperature above the critical point and then cooling it rapidly in oil, water or lime. Only medium, high and very high carbon steels can be hardened by this method. Case hardening. It is the process of hardening the outer surface of steel. It is done by inducing additional carbon into the case of the steel. This is done in a number of different ways, all of which require heating to a high temperature and rapid cooling. Some of the methods employed are to pack the steel part in a sealed metal box which contains some carbonizing material, to immerse the steel part in a molten cyanide salt bath, to dip the heated steel part in a container having powdered cyanide, to heat the steel part and pass carbonizing gas over it, to employ manual or machine controlled oxyacetylene flame process. Tampering. Tampering, or we can say grain refining, is used to relieve some of the brittleness which occurs after a piece of steel has been fully hardened and to make the steel tough. It is accomplished by reheating the hardened metal to a specified temperature depending upon the hardness to be removed and then quenching. Quenching. Quenching is the rapid cooling of a metal, usually done by immersing it in oil or water. This will cause certain changes in the structure of the metal. For example, carbon steel that is quenched will form a martensite structure. Stress relieving. Stress relieving is a means of removing the internal stresses which develop during the welding operation. It consists of heating the structure to a temperature below the critical range, approximately 590 degrees Celsius, and allowing it to cool slowly. Another method of relieving stresses is peening, or we can say hammering. However, peening must be undertaken with considerable care because there is always the danger of weakening the physical strength of the metal. Stress relieving should be done only if there is a possibility that the structure will crack upon cooling, and no other means can be used to eliminate the expansion and contraction forces. Thank you.